guys, Dr. Kristie Ennis, physical therapist, certified strength and conditioning specialist and nutritionist. And today we are going to go over the IT band. Specifically, you're not going to want to hear this because a lot of you guys do this, I know, but stop foam rolling that IT band. What? Why is that? No. It's contradictory to a lot of stuff that you've heard, and I'm going to tell you today why you want to stop doing that and what you want to do instead. So if you have IT band pain, you probably already know where this thing is, but I'm going to show you just so that you know. It starts at the top of that hip. This big old band of connective tissue comes down and attaches to the outside of the knee. So it can cause hip pain and knee pain, sometimes just thigh pain too. So that's what it is. Now, notice I said that that is connective tissue, right? In other words, it's actually fascia. So what we know about fascia is a lot now, is that for one thing, it takes hundreds, if not thousands, of pounds of force to actually change the fascia. So when you take this big old foam roller and you lie down right over that IT band and you crank on it, notice I'm not breathing because it really hurts like a son of a gun. That's all you're really doing. You're causing pain and discomfort, and you're not actually making a whole heck of a lot of change to anything. So that doesn't really work that well. The other thing we know about fascia is that you don't need to go ridiculously hard to make a change. There are receptors located right on the surface that communicate with the brain and tell your brain, hey muscle, let's reduce some of that muscle tone and not be so tight, okay? We get that fluid gliding in between those layers. That's really what you're trying to do. So you don't need to sit there and mash. And in fact, mashing those layers together doesn't create space, it just mashes things. All right, so blah, stop me as it hurts, and it's really not doing much for you. Now, the second reason you want to stop foam rolling this bad boy is because you're not even addressing the muscles that are attaching to it that are actually causing the problem. So you're talking about your, there's my microphone in the way, but your gluteus medius, your tensor fascia lata, and even some attachments into that big old butt muscle, that glute maximus muscle. Those are the muscles that need to be addressed to make a change here. Yeah, this is not the cause, this is the symptom. So I am going to take my handy dandy derma edge, and please feel free, I've got some other videos on here on how to stretch some of this as well. But remember what I said about that fascia, in that you don't need to kill yourself in order to feel better. So I usually have people just start, and you can do this sitting, you can do it lying down, but you're just addressing those front hip muscle, side muscle, and back muscle, back butt muscle to help relieve some of that stickiness in the fluid, basically, okay? If you have to, go ahead and go down that IT band, but you're not really going to do much there. The other thing is, notice I'm not on the IT band, which is directly on the side, but that quadricep muscle has some attachments in there as well. So I'm trying to loosen all of those bad boys up. So getting blood flow getting blood flow going into all these areas and then adding some stretching in makes a way bigger difference than just attacking that leg with the foam roller. And you'll know exactly what I mean if you try that out. So then we want to make sure that we stretch after we've gone through and gotten some blood flow in there. Again, I have some other videos on this, so I'm just going to go quickly through. But to stretch that hip flexor and that TFL, that tensor fascia lata, if we get into that tall kneeling, squeeze that back glute, and then make sure this foot is a little bit in front so that we don't that hip out. And you're going to add that little pelvic tilt forward. Squeeze the butt, pelvic tilt. Now we're stretching in here, and our hip isn't collapsing so that we still target that little muscle group there, okay? And then, I'm going to go right down on my back, and we'll get some of that glute there. So I'm going to cross one ankle over, and then from here, I can just take and bring that knee over, and that'll get me a nice stretch right in through there. If that's not enough of a stretch, then you can bring that leg up towards your chest, that opposite leg, and even to add a little more stretch, all the way over to the other side. Okay. There we go. And that is without causing myself agony and walking around limping all for the rest of the day after foam rolling. So thank you so much for tuning in today. If you like this video, click that thumbs up button. check out my website at drkristieNS.com to sign up for my newsletter and my Instagram at drkristieNS. Thank you.